Good morning, everyone. Happy day to you all. My name is Tina Heuermann. I'm a mindset coach, a business coach, a wellness advocate, speaker, and soon to be published bestseller. I'm going to put that out in the universe. My first book launches July 30th. It's called Be a Glow Stick Girl, and my chapter is Stepmoms Grieve Too. So super excited about that. And today I am so honored to have you show up to listen to me train on something that was pretty powerful in my business and helping me to kind of next level and take, really this took a lot of the fear out of my business for me. This took a lot of the mindset fear that I had. And for those of you that have fear of doing lives and things like that, this is really going to make it simple, because one of the things is like, okay, I have to go live. Oh, people are going to judge me. I have to go live. What am I going to talk about? That's the key that we're going to cover today. So we're going to talk about the two most important parts of the live video. Yesterday, we talked about priming the pump, making sure that that live video, your efforts don't go wasted and you get seen, as well as cleaning up the friends list and why that's so important. And if any of you have gone through and cleaned up your friend request and started deleting some people, let me know in the chat if you've already seen a difference in the people that are showing up in your feed this morning. So today, let's go ahead and get started with this quick training. And oh yes, let's always start with an essential oil because these are so incredibly powerful. Today is Be Wise, because we're going to be wise with our live videos. We want to make sure that we're making an impact, and again, that our efforts are not going wasted. So Be Wise remind us to notice things around us, both on a visual and perspective level. With Be Wise, we can learn to develop our heightened perception and wisdom to help us see the truth, not fear, in all things, and not be deceived by illusion and trickery. And fear is basically, I am almost out of Be Bold. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Fear is trickery and illusion. You're creating illusion within yourself that things are not going to go as, I smell sandalwood in that. I bet there's sandalwood. But fear is an illusion that you create in your mind. It's not really there. You're just hanging on to a feeling that you're having regarding the situation, and you're turning it into something and predicting something negative versus predicting something positive. So Lori, that probably helps you a little bit more on your, Lori's going to be a guest on one of the company trainings today and talking about a product in her testimony. So super excited for that. Good job. So if you did a live video last night, probably have not had time yet, so you can go a day behind on these. If you did do a live video, I'd love to know that too. And so what if your first video sucked? Good. I mean, look at poor Eva the other night. She tried 3 times to do her very first live, had all kinds of technical difficulties, but she didn't give up. She kept going, and it turned out to be a really great class. So when you start, I mean, if your first video sucks, you've got a great starting point, right? You've got all kinds of learning experiences in there. I don't look at them as mistakes. I look at them as opportunities to grow and learn. So yesterday I shared the fact that one of my first live interviews was with Ray Higdon. During the interview, my internet completely crashed and kicked me off. I had to reboot my computer. I tried to get back onto Zoom. Zoom would not let me on. I tried to get on my phone. And by now I'm panicking, because here's somebody that I look up to so incredibly much. And my birds, of course, I forgot to shut the door. I look up to so incredibly much. I get the opportunity to interview this multimillionaire about his book launch, and my internet crashes, and I'm left with him on my Facebook feed, hoping it's still going, hoping he didn't get kicked off. He had to close the call himself. It was just so embarrassing. So was that out of my control? Yep. Could I do anything about it? Nope. Did I keep going? Absolutely I did. Because live videos, as we learned yesterday, 46% of the internet influencers use live video to market their products. And so if you're not in that 46, you're missing a very large audience and ability for people to connect with you on a face-to-face level. So how you show, I shared this in the accountability group this morning, how you show up for your business is typically how you show up in life. And so if you're living life in fear of rejection, of disorganization, of lack of time management, that's exactly how you're going to show up in your business. But that's a good thing, because again, it's a starting point for growth and maturity into the powerful international #1 in the company person that you are. So stick with it. And Ray said this on a training one time, and it really kind of stuck with me. He said, your mindset is everything. And if you're letting fear control your activity, then the number of people that you could potentially help with your products don't even matter to you. Let that sink in. If you're letting fear dictate your business or any of the other things I mentioned about how you show up in life, those other things that you've not gotten control of are more important than the people that you get to help. So that is a pretty powerful statement. And the good thing is we can always grow and overcome that, right? We can grow through all of that to become the leader that we desire to be. So when creating a live video, there are two most important parts. One is the call to action, and one is the title. They are absolutely crucial to having an effective live video. The call to action guides the viewers on what to do next. People don't know what to do. They don't know what you're expecting of them if they do sit and watch the whole thing. You might leave clues to something, but some people aren't going to get it. And so having that call to action is going to be so incredibly important. And a clear, compelling call to action also boosts interaction. And then the title is what stops the scroll. So let's get into the title of your video. So don't think of it as a title, think of it as a headline. And you can have amazing content in your Facebook Live. You can even do a great call to action at the end. But if nobody watches your video, that's some wasted effort on your end that you don't want to have, right? You're putting in this effort. You really want this to grow. You want to create an audience based on your consistency, your information, and the value that you provide, where people look forward to seeing that notification. Let me pause for just a minute and go shut that door. They think I'm talking to them. So creating that sense of captivation, you want that captive audience that basically hangs on every word. You know, you can see some of these people that market products and all they have to say is peanut butter and jelly cured my acne. And everybody's going out to buy peanut butter and jelly, right? And so creating that sense of value, trust, consistency, like can they rely on you to come up and give them good information every single day? You will grow that audience into that, okay? And does your title stop the scroll? Yesterday we talked about all the noise on social media and how many people are posting every single day, all of this information coming at them in that feed, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, you know, whatever it is that title, that headline that's going to say, hey, I want to see what she's talking about, because they can't hear your voice. They might have captions turned on, but still that's not going to give them the context of what you're talking about. It's going to be that headline, that title that draws them in and makes them stop that scroll. So again, titles are headlines. Stop thinking of Facebook Live titles and start thinking of them as headlines, billboards for what you're about to talk to. Headlines are designed for one thing, and that's to suck people in. Avoid using headlines that are not congruent to your content though. Like you can't do a title on a live video and say, watch me get undressed and put my pajamas on. And then they come in and you're talking about how to make peanut butter cookies and say, oh, I was just kidding. I just wanted you guys to come in and watch my video. They're only going to watch once, right? That's clickbait. They're only going to watch your live video once, and then they're going to turn you off and you've just lost a viewer. So make sure that that headline, that billboard, come watch me, whatever that is going to be what you're going to be talking about, because you don't ever want to create any sort of lack of trust within your viewership and the people that are watching you. So ideas for titles. There are 2 sets of ideas, and I'm going to teach you how to Google for great headlines and simple formats that you can use for this to find those headlines for your live video. So if you go to Google and you type in the most popular magazines, you're going to see, I got this off of Wikipedia, and these are in the in order of what is most important. And why do you think, let me know in the comments, why do you think these magazines are so popular? Well, one, we can assume AARP because of the boomer generation, right? And they're older, and so they've got a high subscription rate. Better Homes and Gardens, everybody, every household has probably had this magazine subscribed coming to their home. I know that my mom had it. She had baskets and baskets of it. Typically feature the older actors on the cover. Yep, provide value, absolutely. And so if you were to go to Google, okay, so now then you can go in and search their cover. So now that we know who the one is or who the top ones are, we can then go back. Let me go back a screen. So AARP is a great demographic for us. Better Homes and Gardens, those are people that are probably homeowners, that probably have families, that probably have children. Reader's Digest, again, you've got a little bit of an older demographic, not a lot of younger people read that. People Magazine, then you've got your like 20s, 30s, 40s age group, and you can find out what people there are reading. So depending on your age group, your target market, you'll be able to kind of piggyback off of what these top magazine companies are doing to attract the readers, so that you can kind of copy that and imprint that into the way you do business and you do your live videos. So if I were, oops, I missed a line. So again, yesterday we talked about the grocery store checkout, right? And I have a spelling typo there. So if you are in the grocery store, you're sitting there, you've done loaded your groceries on the conveyor belt, you're waiting for the person to get in front of you, what do? You look at that magazine rack that's right in front of you, and you're scanning the titles. Now, what makes you're scanning the cover. So what makes you buy that magazine? Oh, wow, I better read that. Into the cart. It's the headline. It's the headline of the article within the magazine that's going to make you pull that off the shelf and throw that on that conveyor belt so that you can check out and go home and read it. And they are best-selling magazines and have the authority to be on that checkout line because of the headlines of the articles within the pages of that magazine. So like right here, I went to Google, and you can see at the top there, AARP Bulletin. I pulled up one of the magazines for AARP. Now look at these titles: Money, Money, Money 2024, Chronic Pain, Reset Your Finances, Super Agers, Live Longer, 50 Ways Proven to Add Years to Your Life, 99 Great Ways to Save. So the money ones, those are the people that may need more money, right? Those would be somebody that might be interested in a part-time income, working from home. Down here at the bottom, third from the left, The Secret to Good Health and Longer Life. So you can see these are things that, again, this is AARP, so it's going to be an older generation, probably a generation that has pain points. It's got some diseases going on, that maybe not be eating the best. So you can kind of see where we're going with this, right? We can see these titles. We can see who they're trying to attract to pick up that magazine and buy it, which increases their profit for the advertisers and everything else. Now we do Women's Day. Our COVID nightmare, back together, making of a queen. These aren't really so much. We walked off 100 pounds over here, second row on the right. We walked off 100 pounds. You know, if we go through the group, like if somebody were to put a post in the testimony group, how many pounds have you lost using HB Naturals products? And everybody will chime in, put that in there. And then a title for a video would be how our team lost 758 pounds. You could add those all up. That'd be a great title for a video. That would be a more business focused, but you could also do other tips and tricks. And we're going to get into that here in a second. Oh, there it is. We walked off 100 pounds. Weight loss advice that works. 79 easy shortcuts that saves you hundreds hours a day. More money in the bank. Get your old energy back. I mean, those are absolutely phenomenal headlines that work and draw people in. Well, Tina, none of those, oh, Ruthie's coming in again. Here we go. Well, Tina, none of those have to do with what I do. Well, it's not so much the title itself, it's the concept to show you what the advertisers are doing in order for you to be able to translate that into what we do. You do not have to have a whole bunch of Facebook Lives on the thing that you sell. You want to have topics that attract the type of person you want to attract. So it's not always about business. It's not always, let's talk fulvic, let's talk black seed, let's talk essential oils. I mean, you can do essential oils without really mentioning the business, but you want to have a variety of topics that will attract those other people that is your target market, right? So who is the type of person you're trying to attract? You want moms that maybe have lots of stress. You parenting tips, maybe better relationships, fitness buffs. There are unlimited options when you just break it down. Okay, let's see what Parenting Magazine is talking about. And so you could go to Google Parenting Magazine, go to images and see what titles Parenting Magazine is using, and then develop your live around that title using that title, because that title's already proven to work, right? So then you, oh, there you go. So we are not looking for sales on these live videos. We are looking for conversations, because conversations is where the relationship starts. And we need to stop thinking how to market what we sell and start thinking who you want to connect with. What are the topics I can talk about that will allow me to start a conversation about the product or opportunity? So here we have, right, building rapport. We're doing, let's say we did a live video, 5 tips to get you motivated to work out. An easy Google search, you could type that into the Google search bar and you could easily find those 5 tips, okay? Now you're looking for people that want better health because they're unmotivated. They want to start something. They're not really sure where to start. 5 ways to get your finances in order. And so those are topics that you can start the conversation. So let's go with that. Let's go with the finances. 5 ways to simplify your finances. Type that into a Google search bar. You're going to get your results that you can talk about on a live video. And then you can get into the conversation with people. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second with the call to action in private messenger, that you can lead the conversation into, hey, would you ever be open to taking a look at what I do to make additional money online? If not, no big deal. And so that's the concept. We're only looking for the conversation. And just like when we're prospecting, we're only collecting answers. Is it a yes or a no? We don't care. I mean, it's nice if it's a yes, but we're getting rid of the no's so that we can find more yeses. And so when you're prospecting and you have that mindset, oh, everybody tells me no, nobody interacts with my post. Well, 1, you're not looking for the sale, you're looking for the relationship so that you can build that and get to the sale later. So there are very simple formats. Again, get the concept and the format, and live video is going to be so incredibly easy for you. So simple formats: how to blank even if you blank, how to lose weight even if you're busy, how to spice up your relationship even if y'all have been married a long time, how to prospect strangers even if you're an introvert, how to be a better parent even if you're angry all the time. So deciding on your target market, who do you want to attract to your business, having these titles as the headline of your live video. If you're doing a live video and you're not doing a title, people are not even going to stop to watch. You've got to have that title that's going to make them want to come in. Yesterday we talked about taking them into a room. You want that title that's going to make them want to come into the room with you and have a conversation. And that room is private messenger once they've watched the video and you've dropped your call to action. Okay? And here's some more. One thing that's better than. One thing that's better than a date night. One thing that's better than eating spinach. One thing that's better than prospecting on Facebook. One thing that's better than making money online. And you can build your videos around this because, one, you're not saying 100 things, 100 ways that black seed oil helps your body. I mean, nobody's going to sit around and watch a video that has all 101 ways that black seed oil helps your body, right? They're going to stop and say, one thing that black seed oil can help with. That would be something simple if you were doing a product focused call. 3 ways to reduce inflammation. If you keep that number small, it's not overwhelming and it's digestible because our brains are going so fast anymore with all the technology. We have to do bite-sized nuggets of information that we give to people so that they can retain it better. So then we have the call to action. Does anyone have any questions on titles before I go any farther? Pretty explanatory. Got to have that stop the scroll. You got to be able to capture that attention with all that noise. What's going to make your live video stand out? It's going to be consistency. It's going to be the title, and it's going to be how relatable are you? AI is useful as well. Absolutely. AI, you can go to ChatGPT and type in a description of what you want your live video to be and say, I need a list of 10 ideas for a title that are catchy and will make people stop and watch. You can also have ChatGPT write the script for you, and you can have them build a list of things that you can give to someone that we're going to talk about now. So a call to action is going to give you absolutely unlimited leads. I cannot stand, one of the things that is my pet peeve is when I hear someone say, well, I've already talked to everybody. Well, no, you haven't, number one. You've talked to everybody that you're comfortable talking to. You've not talked to everybody that you know. You have not followed up on leads or reached out to people that have interacted with your post, or even followed up to people that have asked for more information. If you're not using the Network Marketing Bible that I taught about a couple weeks ago, then, and you're not keeping track of who you're talking about, you've still got leads that you've not, where's my book? So this is what I've started here. And I can teach on that again or share that video if you've not seen that. But I write down absolutely everyone I talk to. I even put like my personal relationships in there on when I should, reach out to them again, because I can get so focused on my business and everything else going on in life that I might forget to reach out to a friend. And so everybody goes in my Bible. I call that it's not a Bible because I know what the Bible is, but that is my work right there. Did first Facebook Live on Monday night. I saw that. Good job, girl. And then here's the other thing too. It isn't enough just to get exposure. If the only thing you're doing for your business is posting a post on social media and you're not reaching out to people on a daily basis, it's going to take you 15 times longer to get the success and the finances that you want. And there's a lot of people that need you between now and then. And so the more active you are with the tools that we're going to be training on, the better you're going to be in your business, the more self-confidence you're going to grow, and the more people you're going to be able to help. So do not just go through the motions. What will make them toss and turn at night if they don't reach out to you about that video that you just dropped? What is the one solution that is truly going to help that viewer have a better life in finances, in health, in saving time, whatever that is? What is something they would be willing to pay for? Like, I have to have this. I need to have more time in my life. That's your call to action. So here's some examples of some good call to action. So in the last 30 seconds, no more than that, in the last 30 seconds of absolutely every video, it needs to have the call to action. And it's instructions for the viewer on what to do when they're done watching. So, and again, it isn't the consumption of the giveaway that's important. It's the reach out so you can have that conversation. So maybe you're doing 5 quick weeknight recipes and you give 1 or 2 and you realize the video's getting a little long. Your call to action is, I have 3 more, but I've run out of time. Drop a comment below if you'd like the other 3 recipes. Meal plans. If this was beneficial to you today, send me a message and I can get you my meal plans for the week. 5 tips for better organization. Easy fashion for summer parties. Drop a comment below if you'd like easy fashion ideas for summer parties. Drop a comment below for 5 tips for better organization. Now, you don't have to have the meal plans. You don't have to have the fashion tips. You don't have to have tighter buns. You don't have to have time management or relationship advice. All you have to have is Google. And you can Google the information and send it to them in private messenger. And that starts the conversation. Now they're probably not even going to read what you gave them, but it gets you an opportunity to get into a private conversation so that you are having those conversations that lead to the business. So I could have done that for the BSO. If you want to know the other 101 benefits for BSO, comment info 101 before. Yep, or below. Yep, exactly, Jessica. So the thoughts here, think of your CTA, your call to action, as your second headline. You may even try playing with swapping your headline and your call to action to see if they both match up, because they're interchangeable. Your call to action has to match your headline. And so it's like a sandwich. It will rarely result in a sale through its delivery. Like, you're not going to give them the 5 recipes. They're going to say, okay, send me your link for this. You're creating that opportunity to connect. And again, they probably will never read it. And don't overthink the giveaway. It can be short and simple. It can be from the article that you grabbed from Reader's Digest. So what was one of those titles? Money, Money, Money 2024. 5 tips for more money in 2024. And you can read the article. You can give the tips from that article from AARP. Share that on your live video. Drop a comment below if you'd like more resources. So how do you reference nope. You don't reference the article until the CTA, but you don't really reference the article in the live. They don't have to know that you're reading you're reading a magazine article that they could have easily found. You are the authority because you're sharing that information. The title stops the scroll. You are the content. And that's the important thing. You are the content. It's not the article. It's not the information. You are the content that you are trying to sell by providing value and tips and tricks that are going to help your network have a better life. And it's not about the product. It's not about HB Naturals. It's not about Go to Sauna. It's not about the business opportunity. What is it that you are delivering your audience to make them feel loved, valued, respected, and make life easier for them? And so, like I said, don't overthink the giveaway. Maybe you have, maybe you're doing something on scents and how they affect the body. 5 ways the smell of lavender can XYZ. The call to action. If you're interested in a recipe book on essential oils, drop recipe down below and I can get you that recipe book right away. We've got the still room recipe book in our back office. That's an easy thing to put into a CTA. Hey, great, thank you. Are you currently using essential oils? What do you know about them? Would be the first question I would ask before I even sent this the giveaway. So don't overthink the giveaway. It can be the article you read. It can be something that you put together. It can be something we have in our back office, you know, so it's really simple. There's no overthinking to this. It's just a very simple solution. So, and those with teams, like, you know, obviously we are going to have people from within the company. They're going to be commenting on our video, wanting more information, and we just give them the call to action. We just give them the giveaway. We don't really enter the conversation with them unless you haven't talked to them in a while and you want to catch up, then do that. But the people that you're looking for are the ones that are potentially available to purchase from you. And those are the ones that you really want to get in the conversation with. So my challenge to you, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where did my text go? There, your homework. You ready for your homework? In addition to yesterday's, actually do a day behind. So yesterday's is just, I'm doing a 14-day video challenge. I'll be going live every day. My name is I Do This, and I'd love your support. Here are some things that I hope to get out of this. What are some personal development things you want to get out of it? What are some valuable concepts that you can give to your audience so that they want to stick around and they want to follow you on these 14 days, okay? Tomorrow's homework will be, you can do one or the other, I guess, because we're kind of a day behind. Last night was too late really to get one out unless you did it. So I want you to do a live video and send me your link, and I'll give you feedback on your title and your call to action. Okay, you don't have to do this, but if you'd love to, that's great. It's going to help you grow. Again, grab your letting go of fear, grab your be bold, and that will help you be bold and be confident in who you are to complete this 14-day challenge. Don't give up on yourself, because we're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of personal growth. We're going to learn a lot of things about how to do a live video. We've got more coming up tomorrow morning. We are going to talk about closing and handling the leads that you get from your call to action. So tune in again tomorrow at 10:30 if you are free. If not, I will have the replay. But how do you get from, okay, I've done my live video, I've cleaned up my friends list, I've done the great title, I had 5 people on, I had 10 people on, I had 30 people on, whatever it is. Don't count those numbers. Don't get all caught up in those numbers, because we're just starting this journey, okay? Now, what do you do with all those people? This is what we're going to learn to do tomorrow, is closing and handling the leads with the call to action. So I'm going to stop record. All right, did that, and then stop share. And did I